thing, whatever it's called, the platform. There you go. I knew there was a word for that. So anyway, I'm so glad that you are here today. And I just want to tell you that we love when you subscribe on YouTube. So today, please, please, please subscribe on YouTube. It's easy. Just go to russreels.live. That's right, russreels.live. You can open a separate tab right now, click on russreels.live, and then hit the subscribe button. Just like that, you're in, and you will have all the past amazing content from this show and my other shows. So it is a great, great area, a great community of people. Also, it will give you, you can set it up to give you notices about upcoming content as well. So please subscribe and join today. We'd really, really appreciate that. And please share this out with everybody. It would be so amazing if you would let all your friends know that most of the amazing authors from Rattled Awake Volume 1 are going to be on today. We're going to talk a little bit about our experience and all that we did. And Volume 2 is getting set to come out next week. Very exciting. And we'll get Lonnie Ray on here first, and she will tell you more about that. But please share this out today. Last but not least, you know you can get a copy of my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, on Amazon, any online bookseller. Also, you can go to local bookstores here in Oregon and get it. And you can go to my website, russhedge.com, and get a copy today. In fact, that is the best way to get a hold of me and learn all about me, my marketing coaching, my speaking, my live stream producing, all that I do. I would love to give you more information on that. Plus, if you go there today, there's a free download that will help you learn how to connect and build community. So get that free PDF download today. You'll be glad that you did. And so besides that, there's one other book, and we're going to talk about it today. And look at, I got it in the mail. Woohoo! Rattled Awake, Volume 1, international bestseller. That's right. And we're going to bring Lonnie Ray in and get this party started and start talking about this amazing book. There she is. Woo!
That
Hey,
looks
Lonnie
so
Ray.
good. That's the first time I've seen the cover because I have one with the frame around it.
Uh-huh.
Dr.
Yeah.
Constance did a bang up job on that cover. It
I'm
looks
telling you.
beautiful.
It does. It looks
Yay.
fantastic. I'm very excited.
Yay.
And I got a few of my books in. I'm guessing the rest of them are still coming, but I'm excited just to have some. So that's very, very good. And Lonnie, you're just instrumental in putting this all together. And I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of this.
Oh, it wouldn't be the same without you. I'm
Well,
just so happy to have you and your story. Yeah.
thank
I mean,
you. Thank
it's an
you.
honor to be able to create the platform for you to share your story. It really is. So,
Well, you are a blessing. You are, and I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. It's very kind of you. So, give everybody just a little snapshot. Who is Lonnie Ray? And besides putting together Rattled Awake, what are y'all about?
I go out
In
and rattle
2 minutes
pages.
or less. 2 minutes or less. Ready? Go.
Right. Okay. So I'm a professional tumbleweed who landed in Knoxville some time ago. Life has a funny way of blowing you around, and here I landed. And when I had a thought about what else can I do to help people get their voices out instead of doing one-on-one for as book producer and ghostwriter, Rattled Awake really came to mind as an opportunity to uplift and raise voices and create a platform to elevate those voices to the next level through a volume of series of volumes. And I'm so excited to be able to do that. So that's what I do. Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean, amazing. I don't even know how to put it into words. We're going to talk about this a little today, but the whole concept of putting it together over a weekend, coming together, working together, getting to know each other, and really, really putting something that's high quality out was just an amazing process. And, we're going to start with bringing Nick in the room next because she's been instrumental in helping you out. There she is.
Oh,
Woo-hoo.
look at you.
Hey,
You look
Nicole.
gorgeous. Hey.
Nick.
She
How
has
you
been
doing?
instrumental big time.
Unmute mic. Let's go first, shall we?
It's all good. It's all good.
I
Well, you know
swear,
what?
my chapter is so much better than me not being able to unmute the mic. I swear. Oh my god, I loved this book. I absolutely loved the weekend. I'm not even saying hi to Russ and Lonnie. I gotta tell you, I wrote in 2 other anthologies before this. This weekend class blew my mind. I told Lonnie that I told her I would write any testimonial she wanted. It was unlike anything I had experienced. Um, the questions, uh, the the way they made you stop and really think and consider and reconsider. I felt so challenged. I don't want to say pushed, challenged to really, as a writer, um, explore what else I was capable of. And
Well,
I definitely walked away from that weekend feeling, wow.
it
Sorry.
was amazing. It was amazing. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, tell everybody who's Nick. What are you up to?
Oh.
You, you got 2 minutes or less.
Thank you,
Ready?
sweetheart.
Go.
Okay. Nicole Angai Galindo. Everybody calls me Nick. Known as Nick, the gifted bipolar writer. The graphic behind me. I don't know if you could see it. Um, I did help work on that. I have
Lots of
authored
help.
now in 3 number one international best-selling anthologies. I am designing book covers, one of which hit Amazon about a month ago. The other is coming out in another week. Um, and yeah, I started on a kind of a trial in March. Don't
That's
ask. Don't
awesome.
ask how I'm now running my own business for the last 6 months. I am working with wonderful clients and doing graphics and ghostwriting, and I can't believe it. It's a dream come true. And then meeting Lonnie and everybody else that I co-authored with. Just don't stop dreaming. That's all I have to say.
Well, you've been amazing. Getting to know you and the rest of the group has been just an honor and a privilege for me. And you've been we've been able to do other live streams together and Zoom and talk about things, and it's been great. And, speaking of people that have really been instrumental in everything going on, CJ, Dr. Constance Leland, is sitting there ready to come in the room. There she is. Woohoo. Hey,
Hey.
CJ.
Sorry, I know we needed 10 minutes. I was like, I have an emergency. Hold on one second. But I made it exactly
You
at
made
4 o'clock.
It's all good. It's all good. You made it. So, hey, before we get too far into this thing, let everybody know who is CJ. What are you up to?
Let's see. I am just a person who loves to do community building, and I have projects every single month or every other month because I like to build community where people have a chance to show themselves who they are and what they are capable of. And Nick is definitely one of those people that I gravitate to in terms of showing her what she's capable of and what her zone of genius is. And Lonnie Ray is somebody that I gravitate because her energy and her smile, it's just brightens your day. And Russ, I mean, we've been on a couple lives now, right? Like, you need to be on my lives a couple more times too. Like, hello,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm running a summit, and hopefully we'll be on TV soon.
Awesome. That
Fantastic.
is so incredible. And you are doing amazing things. And speaking of amazing people, another co-author, here he is. Here she is, Jill Sullivan.
I
I
think I'm a
can't speak
girl.
though,
I
Jill.
think I'm a girl. Yeah, I'm a girl.
You know what? I don't even know what I was saying. My mouth is not working. So there you go. If I could form the correct words. But hey, Jill, I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. You have become a great friend very quickly and are just such an awesome supporter. And I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate all you do. But before I
Thank
get
you.
into just lauding praise on you, tell everybody who is Jill and what are you up to?
My name's Jill Sullivan. I'm a retired exec chef who has worked for the man all my life. I put down my knives and picked up a pen. I was going to grab a knife for a prop, but and I decided to join Rattled Awake and change my life trajectory. So glad I did. Thank you, Lonnie, for believing in me and everyone else. Had a fabulous time, and I really, I pulled little things out of the air for myself and made it happen. Still don't know how it did. It's just kind of like a blur. And then I jumped into the second Rattled Awake anthology, and I'm so glad that I did. Learning so much. I mean, it's phenomenal. It could take you from 0 to 10 overnight. just in how you feel about yourself, and knowing that you can do things that you've never done before.
Well, it is an amazing process. You are so right. And the next book coming out really soon. I know that Brian Schulman and Nancy Deborah are on there, along with Jill, you and Willie. But I know there's a whole good group. But we were the first group, and the next one up of amazing first authors, Erica Warfield's in the house. There she is. Woohoo! Hey, Erica.
Hello, Russ. How are you?
I am so good. Thanks so much for taking time to join the crew today, and tell everybody a little bit about Erica. What are you up to?
Oh my goodness. Well, what am I not doing? I mean, right now, my main gig that most people know me for, although it's not really on my LinkedIn profile as much anymore, is I get more recurring revenue for motivated B2B C-suite executives and founders by shortening their sales cycles, getting in, understanding how their teams are thinking, helping to build culture, and get their sales teams closing more of their ideal dream clients. So I do a lot of virtual sales training, a lot of regular sales training, a lot of copywriting, digital marketing, regular marketing. So that's super fun. But what I'm really trying to build right now is the next $100 million brand. And that is through my company with my husband called Warhammer Juices. We are going through clinical trials and observational studies, and we're seeing people literally heal illness with a shot of ginger juice or a shot of our winter's coming juice. And we're getting like massive testimonies and just a lot of data, because numbers don't lie, people do. And so we don't want to end up on a grocery store shelf. We want to kind of market more to the B2B space, where people turn to get healed versus having our juices taken and pasteurized and diluted and then stuck on a Walmart shelf. So it's been a fascinating journey. So we are juicing to make our Olympic dreams happen. And we're helping others hopefully smash their personal bests as well.
That is so awesome. Well, I know you're up to amazing things, and others that are up to amazing things. We always go ladies first. So, Willie, you're going to hang on just another minute because we have Leanna coming in the house. Hey, Leanna.
Hi there.
So glad to have you join us today. Another
Great
one
to
of
be
the
here.
amazing group. So, give us a little snapshot. Who's Leanna? What are you up to these days?
Who am I? Liana Stock Luma. I am a registered dietitian and certified diabetes educator. What I'm up to, I live in Minnesota. It's very cold. So as most of you know, it can be very nasty in the winter. So I enjoy sitting outside with the animals, taking pictures. I really love that kind of thing. But most of all, I love educating people, talking to people, being with people. So it's been great to work with all of you guys on this book. I do have a history of working in different places, but as I think Jill said, life just throws you around and you end up where you end up. I have a website, dealingwithdiabetes.org, and I've been working on that and trying to build that up. Just great stuff. Wonderful to work with all of you guys. Very encouraging. I got into writing the book here because I saw Jill Sullivan post on LinkedIn, and she connected me with Lonnie Ray, and away we all went. It's been wonderful.
Well, that is so true. Away we all went and jumped right in, and it was
Great.
such an amazing process. I was this close. Well, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, coming up next, his second week in a row on Russ Wheels Live, Mr. Willie J.
Hey, Russ, and all the beautiful ladies here. And I just want to say, shouts out to everyone. It was an intriguing experience, but I'm the founder of a globally known company, Permission Entertainment. We're best known for creating hope through arts and entertainment. And we held out of the St. Louis area, LA, and New York with offices out there. And we're just elated, man. And I want to big shouts out to Lonnie, man. That's a good friend. And I see that, women leadership is on the move. And I should say this, Russ, that shouts out to you, brother. We meet again. Here we go again. I do want to note that I'm a product of a lot of great women leaders like my mother and grandmothers and professional women like Nani Ray. I think it's a beautiful thing that she's doing, and I love she's a visionary. And I think what I love most about it, Russ, is the reports that we're getting back of people being changed by our chapters, right?
Right.
Because that's what it's all about. It's great to have a international number one bestseller and all these other accolades that we have. And I thought it was pretty cool. Lonnie can attest to this, that a lot of maybe 4 weeks before we ever started the process on the Zoom and the workshops, I had been scheduled already to be featured on a few national front covers in the magazines, right? Stardom, and one is Morocco Forbes. And when they finally got back to me, speaking of growing with the flow, um, I saw that they had an earthquake before the editor could even approve the proofs. So it's just crazy timing and alignment. That's how God does, right?
That's right.
And so in short, man, we're just all about empowering people, changing lives, and like I said, man, I think it's a great project, especially considering a lot of women leaders. Women leaders. My mom was my greatest mentor, so I'm elated to be on the next volume with people like
Right.
Lonnie, with people like Dr. Leland and Nicole and Jill, and these are some strong women, man, and we need more
Yes.
of that. We need more of that today, for sure.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. I mean, without my wonderful mama and my beautiful wife, I would probably be completely lost. And
That's
so it is. There have been some amazing
me
women in
too.
my
I'll be
life.
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
I'll be dead.
That's right. Yeah, I was blessed to go from a wonderful mother to an amazing wife. I married way up, and she's kept me on track. When I'm getting off track, she's like, "Okay, honey,
Lonnie.
that's good." But Lonnie
Married
Ray,
up.
that's it. Well, Lonnie Ray, I wanted to say to you that without your encouragement and prodding, I probably would not have done this project because of all the things going on in my health journey and with all of my stuff that's just been kind of overwhelming. But you made it really simple for me and for all of us. And I think that it was coming together and working together that made this really come together nicely, quickly. And it was a few of you did more work than some of us, but it really was a very smooth process overall. And so thank you again. I just wanted to say I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. It wouldn't be the same without any of you. I mean, your
Yeah.
stories are what make Rattled Awake so special. In the legacy book, the flagship book. I'm
Yeah.
so excited. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Thank you
and
all.
it really, I think, speaks to people. I think this whole topic speaks to people, and I think we'd all agree that that rattled awake moment, everybody has that. Some people might have more than one, but we all have that major rattled awake moment, and really changes our whole life. And I just think that Nicole, I'm going to go back to you, Nick, and just say, you have made some crazy good changes just in the last couple of years with all that you've got going on, and you're overcoming a lot to do great things.
Yeah, it's wow. I've pretty much been bipolar my whole life. I don't think that it's something I necessarily identified as such. Um, just a blue child, moody, crying in all the pictures. But I did get properly diagnosed a few years ago, and I quit drinking. Bye bye beer on a Saturday night, and that was to kick it off. My God, my whole life just changed. It just turned around. Everything started falling into place. Buying a house, a new job, getting on LinkedIn, found my employer on LinkedIn, and having the opportunity to write in the first anthology that I did. Uh, just like this, I was on a live show, my second, and met a publisher um, in the green room. Got a chance to write in that book, um, which led to me creating the graphics like the one behind me.
Right. Yeah.
I just ran with it. People say I'm opportunistic. I'm like, I don't see a door. I'm gonna take a piece of chalk and I'm gonna draw a goddamn door, and I'm gonna draw a handle on it too, and I'm
Well,
gonna make something of it.
you're
So
embracing things in your life. This is what I love. You're embracing challenges that you're having. You're turning them around for good. You're turning them around for good, and that's an amazing thing. And we all have that. And
We
you
all
know,
do.
some of us, as life goes on, Jill, you know, we get into different stages in our life, and we are able to do with technology, with the things that we have in our fingertips today. When did you think in your young years, and you're just, you know, you're still young, but your younger years, when that you'd be a double two-time international best-selling author?
Was that directed to me?
That's directed to you.
Oh, gosh. Well, just like Nick, I'm not bipolar, but man, damn, have I had some really rough times. Talk about what's next. That hit me 4 or 5 times in the last 10 years. What's next? You leave one position and you move on to the other. And I'll tell you what, you don't see it, but man, you hit some pretty hard times wondering what's next. And when I picked up the pen and I started writing, it was so therapeutic. And I learned how to release a lot of the things and get my story told. And hopefully, it will help somebody else that's maybe struggling with retirement or asking the question of what's next in your life. We just have to sit still and listen to the direction and then take action.
Yeah. Well, I think that's important, taking action. And a person that is like a blur to me taking action is CJ. I don't even know what project she's on. Just when we
Human
talk in
blur.
one conversation, I'm like, oh my goodness, how many of you are there, CJ?
Okay, first of all, Lonnie, okay, I'm glad that I fixed it. Okay, so I
Oh, it
actually
looks great.
in person, but okay, do you guys see this? Do you see this bites of all of my books that I already?
Oh
Oh,
Oh, what's that? That
Is that your
sounds
no.
awesome.
dog?
Yeah, so he went through my tote bag. My English bully went through my
Oh,
tote bag and
no.
took all my Rattled Awake
Wow.
books. So now I have to
Oh my.
Oh my
reorder
God.
again.
I'll share with you.
Oh my god,
You
please.
think I got enough copies?
Oh my god, I had ordered 10 to begin with, and I ordered a couple more. But here's the
Yes, I'm
thing that I wanted
mindful.
to share. I went to an in-person veterans only meeting with Sandra Gonzalez. She invited me, and it was very meaningful. And one mom was asking me when she was on the booth, and she said, "What is your chapter about?" And I said, kind of venting about being abandoned as a child, but also really looking at the problem now and what, not just highlighting the problem, but what I'm doing to have that problem have a possible solution. And she's like, okay. So I give her the book to kind of read, and she bought it. And her son, 22, and he's giggling on the side, and his mom keeps pointing at me and keep pointing. I'm like, okay, now I'm really curious. They're talking crap about me, but not behind my back, in front of me. And I was like, okay. So I went over there and I got a book, and I said, would you like a copy of one? Because I was selling it for $20 with my signature. And he's like, yes, please, but can you sign it? And can you put my name? And I was like, I felt good that he wanted to read it. And we talked about Asian culture because they were Japanese. And they said, yeah, we do have that type of issues. And I cannot wait for you to actually tell me what kind of things I can do. And I said, here's the thing. It's all about collaboration. It's all about being present in the now, right? And it's not about even that, but leaving an impact and legacy. And right here, right now, I made an impact. He literally, the whole 5 hours, I don't know how many times he read it, or maybe he's slow on reading, but he was reading it the whole 5 hours. I saw him. And he was taking notes. And he's like, can I have your number? And his mom's like, I think she's married. and
He's
I
hitting
was
on
like,
you too.
yeah, and I was like, I think I'm old to be your mom. And he looked at me all like weird, and I was like, and I thought about Erica actually, Erica, when that happened, I was like, oh my god. He's like, no, not like that, mom. I just think that she could be my mentor. I was like, whew, okay, this is good. But that moment, this book was really amazing, and thank you for that opportunity, Lonnie. It's been
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Oh,
I
what
mean,
a great
it was an
story.
amazing. Yeah, that is a great story. You know, this book was an amazing opportunity, and there's been so much things that have happened around it, and we've all stayed in touch since we had that weekend. Erica, you've been real busy doing a ton of stuff as well, but this weekend was really meaningful to you too for your chapter, right?
It really kind of was. I'm trying to comment to Randy House because he told kind of a dad joke that was kind of brilliant. So anyway, shout out to Randy. Yeah, it was a great weekend. I had been tooling around on some ideas for a future book based on what the chapter was. And so the chapter was a really great opportunity to shorten everything, condense everything, and what is just the bare essential? What can I say in under 1,000 words? And it was interesting. It was a very, very interesting process to go through because what I'm known for is either really dry, very verbose academic writing from when I was in academia to very short, concise copywriting and marketing. And can you get this thing sold? Can you get somebody to jump within 50 words? And now it was sort of doing the in between when I was in college, where my teachers were like, you really need to go into op ed because you won't shut up. You are just so opinionated. And that's not the direction I went. And so coming back to do this book as opinion and thoughts of what I had gone through with my younger husband, it was like a nice big hug. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Well, and I think everybody coming together and supporting each other. And if I remember correctly, Leanna, when you first came in, you were struggling at first to really get what you wanted to say. And then when it came together, it's just like that light came on and it was just
Absolutely.
amazing to watch.
It was wonderful. You're right.
Yeah. So
Great.
talk a little bit about that.
Um, I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't know how to put it into words. And just talking with all of you, kind of just digging through your thoughts and listening to the things that all of you have accomplished and gone through, it just came to me all of a sudden. I know I just want to keep educating people with diabetes. I love being in there. I've had several setbacks in my life, and this website, actually, my husband has a website. He was looking for a do-it-yourself website or something of the sort. He got an email from someone that had a dealing with diabetes website. He has nothing to do with that, nothing of the sort, and it was just a godsend. I've gone through many steps of what do I do now, what next, like Jill said, changing jobs, having surgery, just lots and lots and lots, and this just fell into my lap, and it's perfect. So it's just wonderful. It's great sharing stories
Yeah,
with all you.
I was just going to say that it was wonderful, and being able to help each other through it
Yes.
was really, I think, such an impact. And I know Chris wasn't able to make it. It's kind of late for him because it's after midnight there in England. But he and I worked for a long time on his chapter and read over my chapter, and it was just really a great way to form a great friendship and be able to help each other. And then we all traded and did it again, and it was just amazing. And Willie, I'm telling you, you are a dynamic guy and you're doing a lot of stuff, and you were great to
Thank
have
you,
part
Russ.
of
So
this.
are you.
I enjoy, well, thank you. I enjoyed having you last week. For those of you who didn't see it, Willie was on with my son, Connor, and another gentleman from his band that travel the world. And they are, it was all about God and honoring God through music was the title last week. And Willie, I just appreciate you that you're a strong man of faith and that you honor God and that you also take action. Though you don't sit back and say, God's going to take care of all this for me. You know that God is going to bless you, but you get out there and take action. And I wish, man, I tell you, you're doing a lot of cool stuff.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I believe in that. Thanks, Russ, man. You're an awesome character, dynamic personality yourself, brother. I definitely believe in leveraging every moment, being proactive, and leveraging opportunity. You know, and that's where really growing with the flow is all about. And shouts out again to Dr. Leland, the summit. I'm looking forward to speaking, being one of her speakers. And we're going to level up together, right? And, once again, great women leadership, and it's that era, it's that time. And I thrive on that, man. And we're looking forward to just showing other people how to do that, being a member of the John Maxwell team, official certified member and coach. I think I thrive. I love doing music. I love doing, shows and speaking engagements, but that one-on-one sometimes is just showing people how to just take action. And it's this 3-step thing I like to do, and I'm gonna give it up. And that is, speaking of growing with the flow, it's that take action, gain traction, and then you gain attraction after that.
Nice.
And God helps
Very
those.
nice.
Yeah.
That was tight.
Amen.
That was tight, Willie. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
brother. Appreciate it.
Well,
Nice.
I think
roll
that
out.
I truly think that, by honoring that and by taking that action, you have gained attraction and gaining traction as well. And I love John Maxwell, by the way. I'm a huge John Maxwell fan. And
Same.
that just being associated with that amazing world leader is amazing
Yeah.
as well. So, Lonnie, back to you because, it all started with you and getting this thing rolling. And, I have found that when we come together and work together and collaborate, we are able to do amazing things. People that thought they could never be an author can suddenly be an international bestseller because they had their friends alongside helping. And that's an amazing thing that you brought together.
I don't know what to say.
True.
I don't. Thank
It
you.
is.
I don't know. If it wasn't for the ambition and the drive and commitment of everybody involved, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
I had a vision, but you guys helped to do the heavy lifting by doing your own, your own work. I mean, it was work. You guys worked hard, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for you guys grasping the vision of what Rattled Awake, the series, can do. How it can really help other people in these little bite-sized stories that are really unique because your story, every single one of you. And to see the evolution, there's the personal gratification part, I guess, if there is one. To see, I was revisiting workshop notes from before, and just about every single one of you changed your mind at least once on what you were going to write about, and you evolved into this blossom. Like you just did it. I'm just so impressed. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, and it takes though somebody like you that's encouraging. That's why I love to encourage, inspire people all the time. And I'm all about that because it brings out the best in others. When you talk highly of them, it starts getting people to think more highly of themselves. Suddenly you go from there's no way I could be an author to I could be an international best-selling author. There's no way I could do this because I have bipolar issues, but I can actually overcome and I can take on all these projects and do amazing things. So here's what I'd like to do. We're going to do one more round here. And Lonnie, we're going to kick it back to you first. Give everybody your gold nugget that you want them to remember about this whole Rattled Awake movement. Remind everybody when volume 2 is coming out. And then number 3, how do people get in touch with you?
You can go to officialrattledawake.com and get the most current details on being an author. Volume 2 is coming out on Tuesday. I'm so excited.
Wow.
Whoa, these stories, these people are amazing, just like you guys.
Awesome.
It's yeah, it is. So volume 3 is already in the works. So the vision's coming true about a series. And it really is, what's your perspective shift? What rattled you awake? And share that because your perspective shift, your aha moment is somebody needs to hear that. So
Right. Yeah.
go to
And,
officialrattledawake.com.
Yeah. And then how do they get in touch with you personally?
You want my phone number? Is that what you said?
Well, no, or you can give whatever you want. Your LinkedIn address, whatever. What is your preferred? What is your preferred? Yes.
You can find me on LinkedIn for sure. And if you want details about the writing workshops, go to officialrattledawake.com and it's all there. So,
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, and look at that. It's amazingly appearing below you on the screen. And we all need to say, my amazing assistant, thank you, Ever. Let's all say it. Thank you,
Thank
Ever.
you, Ever.
Thank you, Ever.
Ever is the most amazing assistant ever. And that's her name, Everly. She is always, people ask me how in the world I type so fast while I'm interviewing people. That's because I don't. I'll be transparent. Ever is typing for me. So it is a great thing because otherwise I would not be able to communicate with anybody. So yeah. All right. Nick, you're up next. So
Ah,
you're what you want people to remember, and then how do they get in touch with you?
um, I want people to be able to take away if you have a mental illness, it doesn't matter if it's bipolar, whatever it is, right? When I named my company as a gifted bipolar writer and named myself that, people think the gifted part is about the writer. It's not about the writer. The gifted part is the bipolarness. And you need to embrace that. You need to embrace that one thing about you that is so unique. And as a writer, um, the depths of emotion, the range of emotion that you feel as somebody that has these highs and lows, use it for something good and feel good about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah,
How do people get in
that's
touch with
beautiful.
you?
Oh, LinkedIn. I live here, my second home. And I guess other than that, I made my email very easy. Nick, NIC, the GBW, gifted bipolar writer. Nick the
There you go.
GBW at gmail.com.
And it has magically appeared below you on the screen. And so everybody remember it's clickable in the comments, clickable in the show notes. It's an amazing platform that we have. Yes, I'm typing like crazy. And next
Avro's
up,
good.
yeah. Next up, who do we have next? We have CJ. You're up next.
Okay. My golden nugget is I'm always watching you, and someone is always watching you. So when you say something within your platform, whether it's on LinkedIn or anything, and when you show up, make sure that your words and your actions aligned. Um,
Yeah,
Often, more people want to be heard and seen, but they don't want to provide value to your community. It is all about collaboration over competition and
yeah,
people first. Okay, people first before money, for sure.
Yeah,
Any day, anytime. That's for me.
love that.
for sure. And people get in touch with you.
Lua by DrLeland.com. So it's LuaBydocLeyland.com. I'm everywhere. Google just Constance Leland and you'll find me everywhere. Okay. Constance Leland and Google, you'll find me.
There you go. Or easier than that, you just click on the links we gave you and boom, you're there. There you go. All right. You know, it's getting crazier by the moment. Jill, you're up next. Go for it.
So I think the message that I want to leave is you're never too old to change the trajectory or direction in your life, no matter how old you are. Um, you can flip the script at any time. All you have to do is have a little bit of faith, listen to the one who puts that intuition into your soul and guides you. And I'm so glad that I was guided to be in the first and second Rattled Awake anthology. Um, no matter how old you are, you can change the direction in your life. Uh,
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Great. And people get in touch with you.
LinkedIn.
There you go. All right. And it's right below you, magically appearing. So make sure and get in touch with Jill. I'm telling you, this group is an amazing group of people, and I am so thankful. Erica, you're up next.
I think my nugget would be to do not mourn that which never existed. And I think a lot of us, I know I did until I learned that lesson, we stop living because we're mourning something that we thought existed that didn't exist. And it happens a lot. You know, there's a lot of people on that far end of the narcissistic spectrum that let you believe something exists that doesn't exist, and then we beat ourselves up over it and we replay the lies and the vicious loop. And I would say do not mourn what never existed, move on, and just start living and live your own
Amen.
narrative, because
Yeah.
people will try to write a narrative for you, because that's what they're invested in to make themselves
Right.
feel better. So I think
Yep.
I think that would be it. And you can reach me on LinkedIn through the DMs. And if you follow me, I always follow back. I am very hyper cognizant of that you took the time to do that. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. You know, I love what you said there. And that is that, other people's perception and definition of you does not define you. and you can do amazing things. You can flip the script. You can move into great things no matter where you are in life. And Leanna, take us on and let us know your last gold nugget and how people get in touch with you.
All right. First of all, I need to apologize. I'm fading into the darkness. I didn't turn the light on before to be on this. I think my nugget, the title of my chapter is "Turn Your Setbacks into Remarkable Comeback," and it just goes through the struggles I've had and the things that have happened. You can sit and feel sorry for yourself, or you can take a peek at what's out there. There's always something else, and where there's a will, there's a way. And part of my rattled awake moment is instead of sitting and feeling sorry for myself and why me, I ask myself, now, how does God want me to use this to help somebody else? And when you put that mindset, it's amazing. But yeah, there's nothing you can't do, and opportunity is out there.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And, you know, I want to tell you that you have all brought this up over and over. And that is the fact that, you know, we are capable of so much and working, collaborating over competition, coming together, working together. You can really do amazing things. And I just thank you all for that. Willie, I think you're last. Bring us
Hey.
home.
All right. Shouts out to Brian and everybody. Looking forward to collaborate with them too as well. Nancy and Brian, those are my people right there. So, but I would say continue to grow with the flow and grow like every day, like it's your last, because you're not promised to get the opportunity to grow again on tomorrow. And while growing with the flow, um, that is metaphoric for leveraging every moment. So leverage every moment and don't lose while leveraging every moment, while growing with that flow. Don't lose focus on your why. Because the why is why we do what we do. The reason why we write, the reason why we sing, the reason why we play, the reason why we coach, the reason why we lead, the reason why we love. And do it anyway. Growing with the flow is just like Mike Tyson said, doing it is do it when you don't feel like it, you know, and grow with that flow and don't be afraid and believe in yourself. It's never too late to have a different outlook and take the word outlook in my clothes and you spell it backwards, says look out. So always look outside of the situation, look at it from another angle. Grow with the flow.
Awesome. Awesome. And people get in touch with you.
You can get in touch with me at puremissionent.com. That's puremissionent.com. Or you can follow me on Instagram. That's at williejpme.com. Not .com, but at williejpme. And on Twitter, on Twitter as well, my handle is the same. These are my biggest platforms, and that would be at williejpme. And God bless everyone.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hey Russ, I want to just throw something in there real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Because I've had a chance to think of that nugget. Let me tell you, I went into this cold, and if it wasn't for what every single author contributed in their own special way, you know, every single one of you brought something to the table, big time. There's no way one person can do it, and we don't even know what we're facing when we say, okay, I'll do it. It's like, what did I say yes to? And then the solutions and the people and the support and their talents show up. If it wasn't for you guys and the special things that you did, from the cover to the memes to the business page to the friends, the support, the phone calls, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Lonnie, don't
Thank
cry.
you. Thank
No.
you, Lonnie. You're legendary.
If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be.
Hugs.
Legendary. It's legendary.
We love you, Lonnie.
Just
It
step
does
off the
mean
curb
so
and
much.
watch what happens. And these people happened, and it was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Heart
I would
said,
say join the Rattled Awake movement now.
Yes. Well,
Right.
and
It's amazing.
I think the message here, everybody, is that we did amazing things together.
Yes.
One
That's
of
it.
us
That's
didn't
it.
do it all. We all
That's
came
it.
That's
together.
for sure.
We are better together. Better
Better
together.
together.
All
That's
in.
real.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
and
real.
it was an amazing, amazing experience that you can still have because they're getting set for volume 3 after volume 2 comes out. So Lonnie's excited about that. It keeps going. More amazing people can become international best-selling authors. So please contact Glenn. Everybody, go to Rattled Awake website, and all of that information has been right here in the comments. So you guys can go right there, pick it all up. And it has been such an amazing time with all of you. I consider you, I've told you all this. I'm a lifetime connector, and now you're all stuck with me as your friend. So thank you very much for that. It's been a blessing to me. It's blessed my life, and I want to tell you how much I appreciate all of you.
Bless
I
you,
got it,
brother.
Randy.
Now, before I cry, we're going to roll and get things going. And because it's too hard to get you all off screen at the same time, and I have too many comments to try to put up, we're just going to end it here. And I'm going to tell everybody Russ Reels Live is here every Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your listening and viewing pleasure. And I would love for you guys to join this community, Russ Reels Live, but also join the Rattled Awake community. Be part of that today, and you'll be glad you did. And until we see you again, everybody have an amazing day, an amazing life. Everybody wave goodbye. Woo! Love you guys. Bye.